And hello, everyone, and welcome out to Alexandria Senior High School for 446 Sports presentation of Game on Simla. I am Doug Gann along with Chuck Perkins tonight. Chuck joining us here. Billy has the night off, big weekend of basketball, and he is at home with his daughter and her birthday party. So at this point, we'll welcome Chuck into the broadcast. Chuck, and welcome this side of the mic.
Hey, this is pretty neat being on this side of the mic and not the back side of the camera.
Well, we're glad to have you down there. Of course, up running the camera tonight, Darryl Brown, and couldn't do it without any of you guys out here and the folks at Ash that have welcomed us out to come out here and bring you this opportunity. Walk-ons are being our title sponsor. Thank you so much. I want to take a look as we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off at the starting lineups tonight. First for the visiting Owls of Chalmette. They come into this with a 17-11 record on the season. Their head coach is Butch Stockton, been here since 2006. Coach Stockton has been around, so excited to spend a little time with him before the game. They start 5 seniors tonight. Frank Caesar is their captain. He's number 2. You hear a lot about him. He is a 6'3 guard from Chalmette for the Owls. Number 3, Logan Schallenberg, 5'9 senior guard. Number 4, Ty Lopez. You'll see him. He is a very solid shooter. I watched him in the shoot around earlier. He goes at 5'11. He's a senior guard. 5'10 guard, another senior. We told you all 5 starters were seniors. Darius Sanchez, and then Jaleel Humble, number 24. He is another big guy, 6'4 forward. And I'm going to tell you, this defense will just trap and trap and trap and trap and come at you. It's amazing they do that. We're going to look at the starters real quick for your Ash Trojans. Number 2, T.J. Johnson, the senior, the junior. Number 3, Mitch Easley, the senior. Number 14, Rakai Williams, a senior. Number 22, Noah Yonker, a junior. And number 23, Robert Drakes, also the senior. Getting ready for starting lineups out here and out on the floor. So we'll take a look at what's going on there. You see Coach Brasher, Coach Bailey, and those Trojans getting ready to get this thing going. Again, we don't own the rights to any of this music. All of this music is being played in the stadium. That doesn't do anything. Facebook will hop on there and they'll mute a little bit of the video. So that's all right. We can deal with it. I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. And there's the look from high atop. You will see that view throughout the evening. Sometimes we'll switch over here and get you close up there with the Trojans, but for the bulk of the evening, it's here. Chuck, excited to bring the first round of action, the defending champs. The champs are back.
Yes.
They're the 5A state champs, won a 1-point ball game as Bud Clark knocked the ball away to win the state championship. Called that. There are more people in the stands tonight than there were in that championship game that I called.
Wow.
Because that's right, when COVID stepped in.
That's right, it was. It just kind of eliminated having any kind of fan support, being present in it, and being that extra man of support and hearing that cheer. So
we'll tell you a little bit about that along the way, too. Jaleel Humble set to jump for the Owls of Chalmette, who are in the maroon tonight. Noah Yonker, the junior, will go for the Trojans. They are in the white tops and bottoms with black trim, purple numbers, and that one is set back to Robert Drakes, leading scorer for the Trojans. And we are underway here from Alexandria Senior High School. Drakes has it. He's got it over to T.J. Johnson. Johnson, the junior wide receiver on the football team as well. Back to Easley and out to Drakes, who is being pressured by Schallenberg. Good pressure, but the Trojans will maintain coverage of that. Just underway here, no score. Trojans first possession. Again, I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. There's Drakes. He's going to try to take his man. Goes to the basket. That one is up. No good. TJ looking, but Humble gets the rebound, pulls it in. That's going to be Sanchez that brings it up. Just a grown group of guys. They all have full beards, better than mine on this Owls team. Dribbling around is Ty Lopez. He is being pressured by Johnson. Swung around back to Caesar now. Caesar will pull up, find the inbounds cutter. That is Humble. No good. Good hand movement by the Trojans. That's inside to Sanchez. Sanchez kicks it back out. Good perimeter defense for this Trojan team. And then setting things back up at the top, Ty Lopez, the senior guard, gets it over to the side to Schallenberg. Schallenberg into the corner now, receives it back to the top, over to Caesar. Caesar trying to get by Drakes. Will step back for a 3. And it looks like they gave him a 2 is what is what they gave him. We'll see. No, they did give him the 3. So it's up, and that first one is 3. Chalmette on the board. Remember, Chalmette likes to score. And I think that it's going to be a rule to 2 is what it was. There goes Rakai Williams back to Yonker. Yonker hoists up the 3, and he buries that one, turns around and looks at the modified student section. 3-2 the score. That was a 2 that was down here. So
yes, for the Chalmette.
We've got that corrected and going now. Over into the corner now. This one's a 3. That's no good. That was Ty Lopez. Yonker controls the rebound, gets it out. TJ looking to run, but runs right into the defense of Lopez. Lopez turning around, going the other way, thinks better of it, sees easily and pulls this one back out to Schallenberg at the top. 6 minutes to go first quarter. Just a couple of minutes into this one. Friday night playoff basketball here. First round. Last time, again, we saw the Trojans. They were winning a state championship. Yonker, good pressure on Humble. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I tell you, the hand control the Chalmette Owls are displaying whenever the ball gets a little squirrely in their hand. They just seem absolutely confident in that they've got this.
Again, they play out of that New Orleans area. That shot is up and no good by Humble to the near side. Out of that New Orleans area, and you're playing some teams that are talented all the way around.
As possession stays to Chalmette on this one.
There you go. Again, Chuck Perkins joining us. Billy French with the night off here. He'll join us back Tuesday night as we get things going from Menard and quite possibly from here. That shot is up. That's a 3 ball from downtown. That's Frank Caesar. He is one of their big shooters. We saw him in some videos early. Just anytime he's on the floor. This Chalmette team is a very solid shooting club. TJ's got the ball. He's being fronted by Caesar. That gets the ball in, though. Beautiful pass into Yonker. Yonker's going to get the basket, give the assist to TJ. 5 apiece in this one.
Not a foul one, and I hope I don't jinx this, but, I mean, this is impressive play by both.
Early on, good basketball, and there's TJ. It's going to force a traveling call. I thought you had jinxed him a little bit, but Schallenberg, the senior guard for the Owls, picks up the travel call and put that on the pressure of TJ. You see Rakai Williams and Mitch Easley there discussing a little bit. Quickly over here to the sideline we go. Brasher and the group back in now. Drake's has it 5 apiece here. Low scoring, and if you look back at the scoring that Chalmette, most of their games, it is low scoring. Top of the key there is Easley. That rolls off, hits the back of the backboard. But there's Drake's who comes in, hustles in, gets the board, and goes right back up with it. Trojans have the lead 7-5 in this one.
Heads up tip out by number 22 with Ash to get the ball out to him so he can come in and make that play.
There's Schallenberg who thought about the 3, instead dumps it inside to Humble. Humble gets that basket once again, knotted at 7. And look, this Chalmette team, although the much lower seed, are going to fight you entire way. Kedrick Pegues getting ready to check in for the first time. There's easily going from way downtown too. Good to see these Trojans firing from downtown and converting. We saw them in West Monroe get in trouble because they weren't hitting their 3s, and they seem to be doing that tonight.
And that's going to be a game equalizer. I mean, if you can hit the 3s, that's just that extra point rather than the 2 ball inside.
There goes Sanchez for 3, misses that one. Drake's controls, and this Trojan team looking to run. Yonker calling for the ball. Drake's going to get tied up in the middle. They're going to call held ball, and that will go over to Chalmette, and that'll be the first time now that we see Kedrick Pegues also checking in. Jeremy Johnson, number 10. So Johnson and Pegues come in, giving Yonker and Williams a break here as we're under the halfway point first quarter. It is Ash 10, Chalmette 7. A lob inside goes to Humble, and that's just the defensive hands. It's hard to get the ball inside against the Trojans. There goes TJ, gets it in Pegues. Pegues kicks it back out to Mitchell. He's been good, but misses that one. TJ with the rebound, goes back up, and a big block, Frank Caesar. And there's a scrum underneath. Held ball will be called, and it's going to stay with the Trojans. Very exciting first quarter of play here. There's been a lot of up and down action. Some 3s have been hit, but we are rolling right along. Ash with the lead. Johnson looking to inbound. He gets it into Pegues. Pegues looking to spin and twist. Unable to get there. It's going to be our first foul of the night. That's called off ball. 24 is going to pick up. That's Jalil Humble. That, of course, his first personal foul, first team. And, Chuck, like you said, we're 5 minutes in.
5 minutes in already.
Easily gets it back to Drakes, and they look to slow it back down. You'll see Yonker, who gets in off of the bench quickly. He's going to get right back in there. That inside presence that Yonker provides, along with Easley and Johnson, is just solid. Good head fake by Easley. He kicks it back out. Now that's Drakes for three. Buries that one, too, and the Trojans are on fire from downtown. And Coach Stockton says, I've seen enough of that. Let's get a little timeout. Quickly, we'll take it with them. We're going to hear this from Walker.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Back to live action here. It is Ash 13, Chalmette 7 in a game that's just been back and forth. 3 or 4 ties already. Chalmette has not led in this one. Looking Caesar from the top, misses that, and that's good hustle onto the near side going into the bench. Is Humble for the Trojans. Straight to the basket. Good ball work there, but no basket. Humble misses that on a pass from Sanchez, and we'll see another held ball in here. This one go to Chalmette. Chalmette with those scrappy hands, Chuck. Just get in at any opportunity that they get. Out to the corner is Lopez. Lopez ducks it inside to Caesar. Puts up a mid-range jumper, no good. Drakes controls, now makes his way down the court. Gets it over to Yonker. He'll try from 3. Misses that one, in and out. Pegues tries to get the rebound, controlled by Schallenberg of Chalmette, and this is back to Caesar up at the top. We've seen him with a 3 a little bit earlier. Schallenberg's got it now, tries to dump it inside. Good hands, but Humble loses this one, going back the other way. That's going to bring in Abu Kamara, and Mitch Easley will come back in. Victor Sims makes his way in for the Owls of Chalmette. Did I tell you I'm beside my favorite table crew that we ever have? And these ladies that are here at the table are the greatest. That's they get here a couple of hours before the game. 1:52 to go here, first quarter of play. 13-7, and there is a turnover from Yonker. Going the other way is Sims. He'll go straight to the basket in between Johnson and Kamara and Easley, but goes up and gets this one now 13-9, and Drake slows it down. Gets the ball over now is Pegues. Pegues looking around the top. He'll kick it back out to Easley. Easley stutter steps a bit, gets it to Drakes. Drakes to Pegues, and now back Easley trying to get started from inside.
There he goes.
Turnaround jumper there is good, and that was a hard-fought 2 points.
That really was. He had to work for that one.
Ball back over to Chalmette. That is Sims that controls. He's got Easley right in him, grinning at him the entire way. Kick to the corner to Sanchez. Going to go to the basket, but that's going to pick up a foul as Rakai Williams gets ready to check back in. They're going to give that on Pegues. Pegues gets his first team foul for the Trojans, 15-9 in this one, and Rakai comes in now for Kedrick. Minute 4 in this one, and again, a low-scoring game that we talked about in the pregame was going to happen is just that. Chalmette scrappy around the ball and looks to press on defense, and they've done just that, not letting the Trojans get in a rhythm, but wanting to make them run. That shot is up, and it's no good from Caesar.
A lot of scrapple on the floor.
Controlled by Easley. He gets it out to Drakes, and Drakes can go coast to coast as well as anybody. Misses that, though.
Follow behind.
There's Mitch Easley to clean it up, and that thought he was going to dunk that one.
I did too.
But had somebody under him, so pulled out of there. 8-point lead for the Trojans. They lead at 17-9, under 30 seconds to go. And Chalmette will back it out. Play for the last shot. Sanchez has it, but he's guarded by Easley. And Easley says, you're not going to play for that last shot. Kind of gets crossed over there, right there. Yonker now trying not to foul him, doesn't. Easley controls this one. Down under 11, the Trojans will have to run, and they do. Easley going coast to coast. Running one-hander off the backboard, goes in 19-9. 10-point lead here as the last second heave is no good. Trojans lead at 19-9 at the half. Don't go anywhere, guys. This is going to be a good one.
A strong work ethic. Takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express.
Back to live action here. You see Coach Brasher and that group getting set. Remember, we're going to name our Jason Hawk Farm Bureau player of the game when this one is over with. We'll give you some updates on that as we go along. But we're back to live action here in the second quarter.
Oh,
there's
off-ball foul.
You're going to see a foul that is committed. See who they're going to call it on. Looks like 24. Yeah, it is. Chalmette's 24, Jalil Humble picks that one up. Going to inbounds it from the side now. Just 2 team fouls in this one. 3 is all that's been called here, and we've made our way into the second quarter. And again, a big difference from the girls' basketball that we've called, and even the game last night. These officials are letting this go.
Yeah, they're letting a lot of that hand checking go, where some officials don't, but these are letting it play.
Yonker with a steal, or with a giveaway, the 24, back stole the other way, up and almost in. And they're going to be number 11, Darius Sanchez picks it up. Going to the line is Abu Kamara. I guess the flow of that one got going rather quickly in the action that's happening. Thank goodness we've got audio or video. You're not relying on me. 7:39 to go here until halftime. Kamara misses that with 21 seconds in. No score in the second quarter yet. Good opportunity. Kamara misses the first one. Getting set to check back in is Easley. Kamara rolls around, misses the second one, too. Misses both sides of the 2 shots. There's one from the corner for 3. Misses there. Kamara gets the rebound, though. Gets it out to Drake. Drake will run. He's going to be hammered there as he's getting going, and that's Ty Lopez. Should pick up his first one. And easily will now get into the game. So good minutes as we've seen out of Abu Kamara. You'll see that throughout the evening. Want to thank everybody that has logged in and is watching tonight. Share it with somebody that you know maybe that's not watching, and go up and hit that like and follow button on there. We appreciate it. And keep up with all the action that we bring you. Always free and always right here on 446 Sports. There's Mitch Easley. He was hot in the first quarter. This is Rakai. Now Rakai going mid-range jumper, misses that front of the side iron. Controlled that time by Humble. Humble gets it back out and now looking to run. Sanchez now in the corner is going to go to the basket over Yonker. Going to pick up a foul, it looks like, on Yonker. If that is, that's the first on Noah. Yeah, they do. They give it on Yonker there. That's going to send Sanchez to the line for a pair.
Yeah, let's see how they do. I think this is their first shot at the line, if I remember correctly.
Right, correct. That's the first time that they've been there tonight.
This is the first one.
Not sure. Yeah, we'll get the camera back over there on the free throw line first. Sorry about that. We're having a little difficulty there. That one misses and is out of there. Stays 19-9. Ball is outlet to Drakes. Drake's going to the basket. He's going to miss that. He's going to pick up another foul. Drake's, you see what they're trying to do. They're trying to go at this Chalmette team. That's number 24, Humble, who picks up his second. So we had a quarter that had no fouls, and now we've cranked it up a bit in this one. Getting ready to check in for the first time. Big sophomore Wendell Hampton. He goes 6'4", and he's a big young man out there. Drakes makes the first one. Trojans get to 20 points here, 20-9. Last game Chalmette played, they only gave up 20 in a 50-20 win.
Wow.
Yeah, so a lot of great basketball down there in the Crescent City area where Chalmette is from. 21-9, Drakes buries them both. This is Lopez. He brings it across, and he's getting pressured by Drakes. Pegues, we see, getting ready to check back in, too. Good pressure there. Lopez now gets it over to Caesar. And there's going to be a hand check. They weren't calling that earlier. That is a foul. That's on T.J. Johnson. He'll pick that one, and Pegues gets back into this. He comes in for Rakai Williams. So you see they're shuttling about 7 or 8 deep, and Chalmette doesn't really have that option to do.
They really don't.
21-9 in this one, 6.5 to go until halftime. Coming up at halftime, we'll hear some stats from earlier from the first half. Ball is spun around. There's a 3-ball that's up from Sims, and he buries that one. 21-12 now. Trojans getting a little bit sloppy down there as they looked to be in control and still think that they have the upper hand and the momentum, but you cannot let this scrappy Chalmette team hang around.
Yeah, if they're an outside perimeter shooter, I mean, like you said, those 3 points will catch up with you quick.
The Drakes look like he wanted to go up with that one. He gets his pocket picked by Lopez. Lopez with the outlet to Sims, and you're going to see a foul on the Trojans, and the fouls are rapidly piling up. That's going to be Mitch Easley picks up the foul there. That will be his first.
And they're taking the ball out underneath, so no shots on this one yet.
Appreciate Nathan Martin back at home watching this one. That is the sophomore Hampton that just got into the game, and he goes up and picks up the first basket as soon as he gets in there. 7-point lead now is where the Trojans have it. Still in command, but Chalmette ramping up the pressure here. 5.5 to go until halftime. There's Pegues. He gets it over to Easley. Now around the corner to TJ. TJ looking through to Drakes. Ball goes right in front of Yonker. Yonker sets a screen, but going around it is Sims. This is Johnson, and here's that pressure, that half-court pressure we talked about. What a beautiful pass. TJ
nice
into Drakes, who goes up and gets that basket back to an 9-point lead. 5 minutes even to go here until we get to the halftime. Pass to the near side. Appreciate all the folks from the New Orleans area that have tuned in and are watching your Chalmette Owls on the road trying to upend the defending 5A champs. That is Lopez going to the basket, and there's going to be another hand check foul. That's Kedrick Pegues, his second personal foul. And quickly, Jeremy Johnson will get up and get in this one.
That's 5 fouls apiece for both teams now.
After 1, 2 in the first quarter?
Yes. Maybe 3. Might have been 3.
This one's lobbed back inside now. Lopez has it. Gets his pocket picked by Johnson. Johnson now will go the other way with it. Up and in. The steal and the score. Jeremy Johnson back to a 9-point lead. 4:46 to go here until halftime. Bringing the ball across the timeline is Lopez. Lopez off to the right wing. Now gets around, but Drakes gets another hand on it. It's corralled in by Caesar. Caesar will launch an off, probably one he shouldn't have taken. Trojans out to run. That's Easley again, who heated up. He's going to, no contact. So some of the things they'll call with a hand check, and now they don't call right here. You got to love it.
I think that would have been a good block call. 27-14
here. Back to the top goes Sanchez. Sanchez swings it around now to Sims. Sims being pressured by TJ. Sims now to the top. Gets it back to Sanchez. Sanchez swings it around. Goes inside to Hampton again. But that's going to be a foul. Looks like Drakes. We'll see who they call it on. They give it on to TJ Johnson. Johnson picks it up. And set to check back in is Kamara. Abu Kamara getting ready. Also, you'll see Rakai Williams. He comes down. He'll get in the action. Hampton has been impressive. The sophomore forward there goes 6'4", and just a big young man.
You got both of them checked in, huh?
Yep, they're in there, and you only got 5 on the floor, so we're good there. The Owls drop a couple of people back off the line, not wanting to let the Trojans get out and run in transition off the missed free throw, and indeed that is the case there. Jeremy Johnson controls the ball. He's got Sims right in his wheelhouse there. That one is over to Rakai. Rakai's got it overlooking the defense. Kamara steps back out to him and swung back over to Jeremy. Jeremy Johnson has it, gets it to Easley. Easley with a nice skip pass inside to Drakes. But Drakes misses that one. Kicks it back out. Jeremy thinks about 3, doesn't do it. And those Trojans will reset. But point-blank range for Drakes, and he misses that one.
I know he was wanting that one back, but it's a good heads-up play to get the ball back out to his player.
Yep, it looked like a frustration swat as he hit that one around. D-Roy watching us, one of the guards from the LSUA Generals. They're getting ready for Red River Athletic Conference play. Appreciate Peanut checking in. 3:06 to go here. Easley's got it around the corner. That one is up and in and missed, but look at Abu Kamara go in and get that rebound, and it's going to be a foul on Hampton. Goes right back at the 6'4" forward and picks up the foul. Kamara will go to the line to shoot 2.
Got a sub coming in for the Chalmette Owls, number 10.
Greg Donaldson, a freshman guard. So you're going to have a freshman and a sophomore out on the court for what is normally a senior-laden team. He comes in. Lopez will get a quick breather, not wanting to add up the fouls right before the half. Just 15 points in this half for Chalmette. Trojans getting close to doubling up there. Kamara gets 1 of 2, 28-15 now. 2:49 until half, and what has been an impressive start to this one. We've seen a lot of upsets over the years, so you want to get out there and play your best basketball. That defending state championship from last year, as that 3 is launched up and no good, is last year. Trojans got to come out and prove it. Here comes Drakes. He goes with the left hand and gets it, and trying to draw a little, goes right hand, switches to the left, up and in, Robert Drakes, and he is a leading candidate already for that Jason Hawk Farm Bureau player of the game as Yonker gets set to check back in. There is Sanchez on the near side, pressured by Kamara. Ball is swung around. Now back to Sanchez. He'll go to the basket. This one is no good, trying to push it around, and the Trojans do a good job of volleyballing the ball around. Easily tried to go behind his back, couldn't do it.
Look at that.
The left hand board in the bucket, and that's going to get Coach Stockton back up off the bench for another timeout as the Trojans are rolling here. 32nd timeout, Chuck.
That was almost like an Air Jordan. He looked like he just hung up there in the air for 5 seconds or so.
Look, I try to do a move like that. I fall and I take out 3 or 4 people with me. Yeah, that's not me.
Yeah, that trampoline usually doesn't work well for us.
No, not at all. 2 minutes to go until halftime in this. The Trojans lead by 17. I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. And Chuck, we talked about it first time in front of or on this side of the camera. And what do you think about it this first half?
This is pretty neat. It's very busy. I helped a little bit on a couple of softball games. And
it doesn't go as fast, does it?
Definitely not.
Softball's not as fast.
Softball's fast on the field, but not as fast as basketball is.
You got to be ready to go. Look, we talked to Coach Bachman at halftime of Senior Day. He won't come over anymore because we put him on the mic last time. There goes Sanchez looking to get to the basket, kicks it back out because Easley was right there defending. That is Donaldson at the top, the freshman who just recently checked in. Gets a screen from Hampton, the sophomore. Tries to go up and get it. Yonker with another rebound there, and Easley quickly out into the front court. Throws this one away. Yonker corrals, puts up a quick jumper like there was a shot clock coming, but buries that one. Just a quick rebound and turnaround jump. 19-point lead for the Trojans as they are really, really opening things up here. Going up to the basket is Caesar. Going to see a foul brought in. That is 14. Rakai Williams will pick that foul up, and that's the 7th team. That it's going to put Chalmette in the bonus the rest of the way, but he is shooting 2, gets that one. Both teams in the bonus. They'll shoot 1 and 1, albeit just 77 seconds of it. That's going to he made the first one, yes. You switch Kamara to number 4. Kamara has went, so there's an official they're switching that out. Number 4 is coming in, but that's Abu Kamara, and I believe he may have had a little blood on it, or he had blood on the uniform. We're getting from Coach Bailey, letting us know Coach Stockton is here in front of us saying, yeah, I got you. Because we didn't have a 4, but I knew it was Abu Kamara. So that explains that. He had the blood on the jersey, switched jerseys, and now Abu is back in there. Misses the second when Yonker controls that board. He's adding to his rebound total here that's growing quickly in this first half. 18-point lead for the Trojans. Rakai Williams has it out back to Yonker at the top of the key. There goes Jeremy, makes his man
broken
fall.
Ankles.
Over to the near side is going to be short there, but again, these Trojans
back underneath.
They are following their shots. We have seen rebound and putbacks by the own man, so very good job of following shot by the Trojans tonight, and now they've ballooned this lead prior to halftime to 20. That is Donaldson, the freshman. trying to get off. And the Trojans are kind of a semi-man, but backing up, not putting pressure, letting Chalmette have the opportunity to hold for one shot. Now up comes that pressure from Yonker. Yonker's on Hampton, trying to get him to throw that away. Sanchez has it now. Back to Hampton, and Yonker will press him immediately, knowing that the youngster may drop it. Caesar now has it. He's got Rakai on him. 10 seconds to go until halftime, and here comes the pressure of the Trojans again, not wanting to let an easy one get out of there, and a good last-second shot there. That's Sims. Here's one at the buzzer, doesn't go. 36-18 at the half. The Trojans are doubling up the visiting Owls from Chalmette in what was an impressive second quarter. Get a little FaceTime there for our man David Brescher, or backside. Anyway, that's the dad of Lance Brasher, the head coach here, and getting ready for the Troy Dolls. We're going to sit back and watch them do their performance. Now you know why they're the award-winning Alexandria Senior High School Troy Dolls. They do a fantastic job on there. We're going to get some stats coming up. We're going to do that in just a minute, but right now this word from our sponsors.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
a strong work ethic, takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express. Go to Express.
Back to Alexandria Senior High School, and Chuck, what a performance there. First quarter kind of filling out period by the Trojans, but they just went defense and finesse and shooting there in the second quarter to take this big lead.
Yes, I believe the first quarter they were up by 9, and now at the half they're up by 18. So, I mean, if that trend continues, who knows where we could be.
Yeah, leading the way scoring, Mitch Easley, he's got 15 on the night. He's right there behind him is Robert Drakes with 11. So you got two Trojans that are in double figures. Noah Yonkers added 7, but he's had some timely rebounding, and he's been solid with off the boards there. Abu Kamara, now number 4, has added 1 point. Jeremy Johnson's got a basket there. TJ yet to get on the board, and that's one thing we've seen about these Trojans. When they spread it around, they're able to do that. And TJ, a lot of times, has been one of the big money scorers for them. But Drakes and Easley really showing their way tonight.
Yes, and it may be a focus of Coach Brasher of saying, hey, if they're focusing on this guy that's usually a high scorer, we're going to spread it around a little bit and kind of mess up their game plan and come back at it a different direction maybe on that second half.
Interesting stat from the Chalmette side of it. Victor Sims, the young man that came in, Sims is the senior that did not start, but he comes in and he gets 7 points to lead the way for there. Hampton has 3. The sophomore Frank Caesar, who is their leader, has 6. Ty Lopez yet to get in the scoring column tonight, and that's kind of a shocker. Humble has added the others. But when you only have 18 points, there aren't going to be a lot of stats for you.
There's really not. I mean, you got, every point adds up somewhere, and so it's just spread out to the ones that can make the goals.
Getting ready to make things happen. You see the Trojans coming off and making their way back to the sideline. I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins. Thank you so much, walk-ons, for allowing us to do this. Of course, the Trish LaLa Group, Impact Advertising, Jason Hawk Farm Bureau, we will name our Jason Hawk Farm Bureau Player of the Game. A couple of leading candidates for that right now. Impact Advertising, Valex Federal Credit Union, of course, is another one of our great sponsors, and couldn't do it without any of them. If you're looking for a home, looking to buy or sell, maybe you want to rent one or you have somewhere, check out Cenla is Home. Cenla, C-E-N-L-A, is home.com. That is the webpage of the Trish LaLa Group, longtime sponsors of what we do here for 446 Sports. Want to give big shout-out to Des McQuain. Saw him with a comment a little bit earlier watching. You look around, you'll see his name up on that big banner that boasts about the 2019-2020 state championship. Des, of course, was on that team. So a big what's up to Des McQuain checking in with us, and a lot of others are watching there. We appreciate that. Back to live action here. 8 minutes to go. This thing just underway. Third quarter of play. Chalmette is going to have to get some stops on defense if they're going to want to get back into this. And quickly, they go down there and use a little bit of ball movement to get Humble. Now he's got 4, 36-20. TJ bringing the ball down. And you'll see Chalmette's defense ratchet up a little bit here in the second half. They're going to try to force by an intense man pressure. Yonkers got the ball at the tops. Drakes is just being smothered over there. And Coach Brasher will get a timeout. And my goodness, you see that defense that we talked about. That's the first time out now that's going to be taken by the Trojans. But just intense pressure. And now you see Coach Stockton off to our left going out there and letting his troops know, hey, you guys keep the pressure up. We'll get back in this. And Coach Brasher letting them know the other side of it, hey, just keep doing what we're doing.
Yes, and that's each team now has used one timeout so far, which is kind of weird at this point in the game. With the score, with the score spread, I figured there'd be a few more timeouts called.
I believe Chalmette's called 2, so they've got 3 to go. They called one right towards the end, and that ball comes right over here where we're at. TJ's going to get called for the over and back. That'll be Chalmette ball. So it is three timeouts remaining for Chalmette and 4 for the Trojans. 36-20 here, just underway, but it's been quickly the only 2-point basket. Chalmette, they're looking to go again. Kick this one back out to Caesar. Caesar whips it around to Sanchez. Sanchez works it inside to Humble, trying to get the big man going, and he misses everything there. TJ's got it, and his pocket is picked quickly by Caesar. Caesar gives it back, and this one is swatted. Going up for the basket was Humble. But you're getting steals out at the three-quarter point. That is going to be Mitch Easley picks up the foul there. And look, this is that pressure that Ash had trouble with to start the game. They've got to get back into that speed. This sends Humble to the line. He gets the first one up and in. Going to the line for a pair, 36-21 now. Lead down to 15. That one is up now and misses the front, but going to come in and get his own rebound is Lopez. Lopez kicks it out to the corner, and that's a 4-point trip. That one was Caesar who buries that one. Give him 9 on the day. 36-24. This thing has been just Chalmette here and look, there's another poke away by Sims, and they're going to call a foul. It looks like on Sims to the far side. They'll give him that one. First team foul here. So after a foul-free, relatively first quarter, fouls have been adding up in the second quarter, and here just a minute and 15 into the third. Easley's got it up top. He gets it back to Drakes. Drakes is going to go quick to the basket. Too hard, though, and that one goes over the rim. Chalmette back, looking to make things happen, trying to get this thing to just a 10-point lead. Steps on the line, though, does Sims, and it will be a turnover going to the Trojans as you pull this word, a little discombobulated here in this third quarter. 6:27 and counting. There's Drake's going to try to go back to it. Kicks it out to Rakai. Rakai over to Yonker, the little left-handed leaner. Doesn't go. Going to be out of bounds against the Trojans, and Brasher pleading his case. But it will stay Chalmette Owl basketball, and the Owls are showing that New Orleans area fighting spirit. They are coming alive here in the third quarter.
They really are. They're sticking with it, showing good handwork and good discipline.
Lopez has it to the near side, trying to work on Drakes, and commits the offensive foul. And Lopez just says, wait a minute, how are you calling that on me? Got a little bit of a clear out there, and just an unfortunate foul there. There's Jeremy bringing the ball up. Stockton, the head coach from Chalmette, trying to get a near full with the near side official. There's Johnson back to Rakai. Rakai is double teamed. He gets it back to Johnson. Johnson will try to go to the basket, dumps it inside to Easley. Easley puts that one up and in. Give him 17 on the day. First basket comes a little over 2 minutes in for the Trojans. Good behind the back dribble by Caesar. He finds Sanchez inside. That ball is up. Caesar got it back, and that was actually Humble that got the ball back to him. Give Humble the assist. Just an 11-point lead now for the Trojans. Chalmette looks to pick pressure up at midcourt, and they do. They double team as soon as the pass comes in. Jeremy going to go to the basket, but that ball is knocked out of bounds by Lopez.
He called a technical.
Oh, and that's going to be a personal foul with the T. Red 4 got the technical foul, and he's been a little chippy since the call was called on him down here.
Yes, sir.
And that will count as a personal foul. We'll see how many he has. Yonker going to shoot the free throws, gets that one up and in. So mark that down at 5:14 to go third quarter when Chalmette was making a surge. Yonker buries both of them, and the Trojans will have the basketball. Trojans forgetting that they get the ball. They're going to send Jeremy Johnson over. Back to 13. Got the 2 points there, the technical foul, at a time when Chalmette had the ball in their possession. So you get the 2 points. You're still there. Drakes kicks the ball back out to Jeremy. Lost the dribble. Was trying to go to the basket. Intense pressure now. There's Yonker on the inside. That left-handed floater.
Goodness.
Still trying to get it. Missed on that 2 consecutive possessions. Frank Caesar brings the ball back around. Gets it out to Lopez. Lopez back. and now they're swinging the ball around. Good ball movement by the Owls of Chalmette. That is Donaldson. He gets over into the corner to Caesar. Caesar misses this one, but there to clear it up is Humble. He gets the board, the bucket, and the foul. Yonkers going to pick up that personal foul, 40-29. And Coach Stockton just imploring his Owls to keep fighting. 4:46 to go here, third quarter of play. You see a trend, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just do that when it gets close. Humble makes this one, and Jaleel Humble now is adding on to his point total, picks up 3 there. The old school 3, 40-30 now, and a turnover by the Trojans. They get this ball up, looking for the 3, dump it inside. Going to be turned over. And, man, just steal after steal after steal for this Chalmette team.
Bad passes, too.
Chalmette triggers the ball inside. That's Sims. Sims gets it back over to Sanchez. Sanchez going to the basket. Going to be an offensive foul called. Great job underneath Jeremy Johnson to draw that charge. That's the second foul now only on Sanchez.
Chalmette definitely bringing the pressure now.
Oh, look, it's full court intensity, and Chalmette has to leave it all out on the court. There goes Yonker. He's one-on-one now with Humble. Flips that ball to his left hand instead of the running one-hander, though, goes to the backboard and is able to control this one and make it 4:18 to go here. And dribble off of his foot is Donaldson. Donaldson just an unforced error. Good pressure near side by Easley, but I do believe that he just lost it. Bringing it up is Drakes. Drakes had 11 in the first half. Gets it over to Easley. Easley the leading scorer by far in this one. There's another one-hander by Drakes. Underneath is TJ. TJ's battling for it. They're going to pick up a foul there. We'll see. No, they get a timeout. Brasher calls his second timeout. That is just a 30. And, when it gets up and going, Chuck, this back and forth, this is what you love about 5A basketball. These guys really get out there and scrap with each other and look to transition. And the defense of Chalmette has shown up like they've done all year.
Yes, sir. And you can tell there's some serious coaching that's been going on both teams. And, both of them very seasoned coaches that have come into this play.
Yeah, they without a doubt. Trojans off of a state championship last year, and you've seen them surviving that first round matchup is what you've got to do and build, setting up what could be another 2-5A matchup next week, but we'll talk about that later. That is inside to Easley, no good there, and a foul committed. Frank Caesar picks up the personal foul, 5th team foul for Chalmette here halfway through the third quarter, and that is the first.
For 2, yes.
Yeah, they've got Easley that was shooting, so he'll go to the line to shoot a pair here. First one is there, kind of a low trajectory, but gets the basket. 43-30 now. Trojans go into the half with an 18-point lead, got down to 10. Now back to 14 as Easley buries a pair, and that gives him over 20 for the game. He's got 21, I believe, in this one unofficially. Chalmette's got it. Caesar dribbling around. That goes to the corner to Donaldson. Donaldson pulls up, shoots that one. Yonker with a hand in his face makes things happen. And now it is Trojan basketball. Coach Stockton still pleading his case that it should be theirs. I'm going to tell you what, been at the helm of the Owls of Chalmette since 2006, and what a spirited man he is.
He really is.
Jeremy Johnson gets it inbounds. Oh, a little pushing and shoving there between Pegues and Donaldson. We'll have to keep an eye on how that works out. That was looked like a football move there. There's Jeremy, puts it in the corner to TJ, going up for the basket in the dunk, and buries this one. Looking at the and one opportunity coming up. What an explosive move.
So nice.
TJ Johnson.
Cross-court pass. He picked it up and just put it in.
My goodness, that's Jaleel Humble picks up the foul, and that is his 4th personal foul. They've got to get the big man out of there, and you know they hate to do that. That will bring in Wendell Hampton. Yep, 4 personal fouls. Hampton now back into the game. That's the sophomore forward who goes 6'4". Johnson looking for the and one. Puts this one up, makes it old school 3. TJ Johnson now back to 47-30. Trojans knocking on the door of their largest lead of the game. That one now inside and hammered out of there by Drakes, and he stares down the defender, but he cannot, the guy that went up for the shot. These Trojans have got to step back because we've seen that the officials already called one technical. They're looking to do that if there's any sort of chippiness. Back to the top to Donaldson. Donaldson over the corner. Caesar launches for three. Doesn't get it, and Rakai controls that rebound. And the Trojans out and looking to run. Rakai dumps it off. TJ saves it. Drake's unable to get to it. Now finally does. There's Robert going back inside the middle. Get that up and down, and it is 49-30. Largest lead of the night for the Trojans is 19. So they had an opportunity. It was that three is up there. 9-0 run got it back to where it's at. It was 40-30, and Chalmette was clawing back in it. Now to Easley. Kicks it back out to Rakai for three. Three-ball corner pocket doesn't go. Caesar controls this one, and out and running are the Owls.
They need to start following those shots in a little bit. I bet they get those rebounds back out a little bit too.
Did that in the second quarter, and that's what led to a lot of second-chance buckets. Up and in now is Donaldson. Rakai had an opportunity, and that's going to be a timeout now. Coach Stockton and the Chalmette Owls are going to get a full timeout. We're going to take this word from walk-ons.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Back to live action here, and Robert Drakes has it. And the Trojans now have got to do their best, Chuck, just to grind away and not make any mistakes. And they throw that one away right away. 2:11 to go here, 17-point lead. A quick breather for Yonker, and he's coming back in. Sanchez has it. He gets it over. First time in a while we've seen Schellenberg back in the game, but number 3, Logan Schellenberg, returns. Good dish to the near side. That shot is missed by Caesar. From the corners, Drakes misses everything. That controlled by Donaldson. Chalmette out and running. Will try to draw a foul, but there's good defense by Rakai Williams.
Nice hands.
Jeremy Johnson's got it. Now the Trojans are off and running. Over to the corner is Easley. He's been hot today. Fires that three ball, misses it. And looks like Drakes is potentially going to pick up a foul here. And it is. Robert Drakes picks up the third team foul for the Trojans as Yonker returns. And that is just the first foul on Drakes tonight. Chalmette with it. They had it to 10 and the ball an opportunity to get it under double digits, Chuck. And this thing ballooned up to 19 before you know it on an impressive 9-0 run.
Yes.
Schellenberg's got it back at the top. He's working on Drakes, gets it over to the corner. Good pressure by Jeremy Johnson, and that ball is thrown away. And now up and going. A couple of timeouts left is all that Chalmette has, and a lot of basketball to go. Minute 20 and counting here, third quarter of play. Appreciate Chuck for adding the commentary and also keeping up with the scoreboard there for us. There's Rakai Williams, and he gets check fouled by number 11, Darius Sanchez. Sanchez now the 7th, and that's going to send him to the line for 1-1. So the Trojans are shooting free throws the rest of the game.
Yes.
Now, seeing an Achilles heel for the Trojans throughout the season, the games that we've watched them play this year, a lot of times they struggled from the free throw line and have not been as consistent. We'll see what Rakai can do. Gets that one up and makes it 50-32 now. That was the third personal foul on Sanchez. He's got 3.
The Trojans only have 3 in this half, so they have a little while to go before they put Chalmette in bonus.
That's correct. And that's one thing that you don't want to do is let Chalmette get to the line and score while the clock's not running. And that's what these Trojans are doing is they sit and shoot the bonus there. Rakai puts this one up, buries both of them. So good free throw shooting there down the stretch is going to be the key. 19-point lead again, back to the largest of the game. That is Caesar from the corner, gets it over, and that's a touch pass to Hampton. Hampton, we'll say he kicked it around to Schallenberg. And now back to Donaldson. Great pressure by Jeremy is all over him. Going up, and the fans that made it here from Chalmette are letting the official on the near side just have it. Giving him an earful. 46.1 to go here, third quarter of play in a game that since probably the end of the first quarter has been all ash in this one.
Yes.
TJ over the top to Jeremy, backdoor wide open, gets this one up and in. And great court vision from TJ, as was pointed out by Brasher. 21-point lead now.
Nice try there to save that ball to get it back into his player.
Don't forget, coming up at the end of this one, and Abu Kamara in the new number 4 checks in. Abu Kamara checking into this one. We're going to talk after this game with head coach Lance Brasher, should things stay the way they do. Great play by TJ Johnson and saying, hey, why did I have to come out of the game? It's all about the technique. And there's one right by us.
That's going to go to
right up in the
Trojans.
front row. Can't let anything happen to my ladies over here.
Yes.
I'm protecting this. Trojans will have it there. 19 seconds to go as that one came right in front of us where we were. Robert Drakes has it now and will bring the ball around. Playing for the last shot, down under 10 seconds. That's Rakai. Rakai gets it back to Drakes. Going to have to do something now, and Drakes will go to the basket. Makes that one at the buzzer, 55-32, 23-point lead. That's going to do it for 3 quarters of play. Now this from our sponsors. Back to live action here at Alexandria Senior High School. I am Doug Gann alongside of Chuck Perkins.
Hello.
Man, Daryl Brown running the camera for us tonight. We appreciate the work that he's doing. The senior from Louisiana College. Speaking of LC football returns tomorrow. You can catch pregame at 12:30. Inside pass to Easley. TJ, the recipient of that ball that bounces around and gets that bucket. Pregame at 12:30 on 104.3 The Bridge. And kickoff at 1 o'clock, and it's been a long time coming for Coach Drew Maddox in his first season at the helm of the Wildcats.
Yeah, that play underneath over there for Az to score, that wasn't necessarily something you run in practice, but that is definitely a heads up.
I don't think I've seen them work on that.
No, sir.
Around to the corner to the near side is Lopez. Lopez gets it back to Caesar. Caesar misses this. Good ball blocking out by Yonker. And now easily turns it around, but don't think he won't be there for a block. He'll follow that up. You lose that ball, and I just know the mentality that he has. That is up and in by Humble. Humble playing with 4 fouls. 23-point lead now for the Trojans. Can ill afford to get sloppy here. There goes Drake to the basket, and there's a bump foul by Schallenberg, who just out of control knocks down Drakes, and Drakes will go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1. That's going to bring Abu Kamara back in the game. TJ comes back in.
And again, Abu is now number 4 on the court.
Trojans out on the floor. TJ, Drakes, Easley, Kamara, and Yonker out there for your Trojans. 7:11 to go until this second round. Drakes gets that one up and in, and a lot of basketball will go, but the Trojans really look like they're in control of this one.
Yes, sir. 7-11, fourth quarter.
Yeah, 24-point lead for the Trojans. And did not think this game would get into the 60s and 70s. Looked at a lower scoring game. and it's been the Trojan offense that has been on display in this one, and a lot of it's been off of this defense that you see right now. TJ's going to pick up the foul here. TJ Johnson will get the foul. It's going to be the fourth team, the third one on TJ, and Abu comes up and fronts up with the defender bringing the ball in. Kamara is going to pick up the foul. Thought he had the steal. Abu Kamara will pick up the foul in the hold. Fifth team foul. First one on Abu. Still not ready for the bonus yet. That ball is spun around. Now Abu's got it back. He's looking to go to the basket and lays this one in. So that's what I was trying to do last time, get the steal and the score. He gets it this time, and Chalmette now comes down, and there's another steal, a near steal going up and over Humble. Humble goes up and over Yonker that time. Yonker playing good defense, but Humble just ready and up to the challenge. Very close to an over and back. Now Yonker's got it back to Easley. Easley will go to the basket. He's going to make this one, get the hoop in the arm. Count the basket. That's number 11, Darius Sanchez, as Jeremy Johnson gets ready to check back in. So this Trojan team, first time really that you've seen them from this vantage point in the playoffs. They look like they're primed.
They really do. They look like they're ready to make another trip back.
Speaking of trips back, should things pan out like they do, Ouachita looking to make a trip back to Alexandria on Tuesday. If they win their game tonight, Ouachita will be here Tuesday night.
Wow.
And we will cover that live where the Trojans are, unless the Trojans go on the road, and that would be an upset by Ouachita. Scrambling around for the ball is there. Out is Easley. Looks to go to the basket himself. Dumps that off to TJ, up and under, gets the basket. Give Easley the assist now, 65-36, and your Trojans are pouring it on. Going to the basket is Lopez.
Nice
dishes it off to Humble. Humble's going to get that. Sims getting ready to check back in here from where we are, trying for the steal behind TJ. No good there. And when you see, there's a lob coming, but a great job by Sanchez to get in there and deny that. Oh, beautiful ball handling by Humble, but he turns it over at the end of that behind the back. Drake's to the basket. Schallenberg with the block. There is Jeremy Johnson to get that rebound to go, and this is 29-point lead. Little Euro step there, blocked by Yonker. Rebound is brought by Humble. He picks it up and puts it in, and Stockton's going to get one of his two remaining timeouts here. Goodness, yeah, Stockton from Chalmette did that one. A full timeout on the floor. 27-point lead for the Trojans. And my goodness, what from the second, third, and fourth quarter on. And you remember, Chalmette came out, had the opportunity, had the ball, and down to 10 from what was an 18-point lead. Came out on fire to start the second half. But Trojans, when it got to 40-30, Trojans go on that 9-point run. And now it's been 27-10, this run for the Trojans.
I would say over the last minute and a half, it's just been an endurance check, a gut check for both teams. It has been back and forth, up and down the
And just
court.
tell you, I'm glad that I'm sitting in this chair and not having to go back and forth with those guys like they're doing. Appreciate everybody that's tuned in and watching this one. Make sure you go up there and hit that like button and follow what we're doing here. Get set up for notifications so you'll know just where we're at. And we're going to tell you a little bit about that in just a minute. And the Trojans take the timeout to save the turnover on the possession. Full timeout. We're going to step away and take this from Express.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done. This is the kind of person you need. Express Employment Professionals can help because we understand what it takes to hire good people. It takes real people, real interviews. We find good people, matching the right skills for the right jobs. Express knows jobs. Get to know Express.
Back to live action here, and I guess it was a full timeout in theory only on that one, as they didn't get the full benefit of it. Again, you see the triggered in from the inbound side there. There goes Drake. Yonker's got it going to the basket. Again, he loves that running one-hander. That little lob teardrop shot that he makes this one. He gets to fall from the left baseline, 69-40.
Just a joy to watch.
Going into the basket there, Yonker's going to pick up the foul for reaching in. Oh, they give that on T.J. Johnson is who they call that foul on. And that's the fourth personal foul on T.J. Thought that was on Yonker. Noah not credited with it. They give it to T.J. Up to the top of the key for three there is errant pass, rebound by Easley, and Easley has been everywhere tonight. Rakai gets it, goes back out to Drakes, and he goes for the dunk and misses that. Pinned it against the rim and the backboard himself. Chalmette out to go, and Coach Brasher, as much as he likes that one, that is a three that is no good. Yonker is going to receive the foul. That's Humble, and if that is, that's his fifth. That's 22 is who they gave it. Oh, they gave that. They did give that one to Yonker, and I thought it was 24. No, they're going to call the offensive, the hook there, and that's going to send Humble to the line for the 1-and-1. And, man, I don't think that was Yonker, but I don't know. I missed that side of it. That free throw is up, and it is good by Humble. You know, if this stays like it is, we told you that Ouachita is the potential second-round matchup. If Ouachita wins their game, that game will be here Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. Don't forget the Menard Homa Christian game is slated for 6. We will not only bring you the Menard Homa Christian game. Oh, and Yonker's going to the basket, faced up, looking, and gets away from him. He had the dunk in his sight, but good pressure by Humble. So Yonker gets that one now, a 30-point lead for the Trojans, 71-41, and looking for more. So we'll get to that in just a moment. As that shot by Caesar is up and good. So we will bring our first ever dual broadcast, as we will have the Menard game and this Ash game. Up and in, around, and no good. Humble comes out of there with the rebound for the Owls of Chalmette. That one's kicked to the corner to Caesar. Caesar misses this one, and he's fouled by Rakai, shooting three. Yep, that's Rakai Williams going to pick up that. It's the 8th team foul. Going to the line, Caesar will be for 3 free throws. And just under 4 minutes to go here in this one. A game that since the first quarter, and really the first quarter was owned by the Trojans. I think it was 15-7. But the dominance by this Trojan defense and offense has come from the second quarter on. They really opened this thing up and got it to where it is. It was 18 at the half, and now it's 26.
Yes, it has.
3 free throw shots will get it back in, but that one is missed, out of bounds, and controlled now by the Trojans. Had it up to 30, back to 26. TJ gets it in to Yonker. Yonker gets it back over to TJ, and that full court pressure by this senior-laden team. These guys know that it's their last opportunity on the floor. That's going to be number 11. You see a little bit of trash talking by Sanchez, and they're this thing an opportunity to get ugly if the officials don't take control of it, and if the coaches don't take control of it. But that's 5 fouls now, and you see where that comes. That's Sanchez, who is gone from the game. He is fouled out in this one, and just a little bit. Knows that that's the last time he's going to be on the court for these Chalmette Owls. And Coach Stockton is sending him down to the end of the bench, and that's going to bring Schallenberg back in the game. 71-45, TJ goes to the line for the pair of free throws. Everybody from Ash off of the line, not wanting to commit any fouls at all. That one bounces around and gets out of there. You've got 2 Chalmette defenders, now 3 that are down in the paint. Don't forget, in about 3:43, we're going to get a chance to talk to Coach Lance Brasher. We'll talk to him about this game and that defensive intensity that was applied here. Man, I'm telling you, it was the three-point shooting in the second quarter that got things going, but it was the ability to, one, beat the press, but a lot of pressure of their own.
Yes, it has been. It's even though Chalmette has had good hands, good eyes, looking down the court, it's just Ash has just been overwhelming to them.
That shot, good shot by Humble, up and over Yonker that time. Yonker doing everything he could defensively, but just credit that to a good play by Jaleel Humble.
Yes.
72-47. Largest lead was 30. There's Yonker from way downtown. Misses that one. And, wow, Coach Brasher not happy about that shot that was taken at all. He's like, why are we taking that one from way out there? 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go here. Caesar says here, I'm going to bank that one, but doesn't make it. Oh, and it's out to Drakes. Drakes looking to run, waiting on him as Caesar trying to not get the foul. And Drakes is able to go right to the basket. I'm telling you, Drakes has played dominant. Yeah, there's Jeremy with the steal. Robert Drakes and Mitch Easley have played their tails off in this game. Not really sure if we can decide on only one player of the game. May have to award two of them as they play. But there's Yonker a little bit closer, fires that three up, and they're going to get him out of there. Kedrick McGee looking at a backdoor lob with Chalmette. That's Larry Bird style. Doesn't go. Scrumming around on the floor. Stockton looking for the timeout. And he calls the timeout. It was going to be a held ball, but he gets the timeout anyway, and that's his final timeout, the final timeout there. So I tell you, Chuck, between Mitch Easley and Robert Drakes, I don't know really that we can decide. We'll let, if our folks that are listening back then, we'll give you a vote on it as well.
Why not? That sounds like a great thing.
Yeah, deciding between Mitch Easley and Robert Drakes as our Jason Hawk Farm Bureau player of the game in this one. We'll tell you, we get second-round matchup coming up is going to be against Ouachita if Ouachita survives. If Ouachita gets upset in that one, the Trojans will be on the road. If not, it'll be a District 2 5A matchup here. Ouachita with the win in the only matchup this season. That shot from Humble is no good from three-point land. Trojans controlling it. Looks like Chalmette is back and willing to, they'll pick the pressure back up at halftime. Or at half court,
half
rather.
Court,
yeah, one of those. Rakai Williams back to the top to Easley. Easley gets it over to Johnson. 2 minutes even to go, 2 minutes here. Pegues has it now back up to Drakes and running that weave that is set to run some clock off and get them into that second round. So we will be live from Menard that night. We will be live from Alexandria. Both of those games will tip off at 6 o'clock, so it's going to be a great night there. My man Rich Dupree will join us back on the call, and he'll call that Menard game, so stay tuned for that. This is Sims going to the basket, no good. See where the foul is called. Number 10, that's Jeremy Johnson, picks up the foul. Minute 34 to go. That's just his first. We're going to the line to shoot a pair. And impressed with Humble as he got those 4 fouls early in the fourth quarter and has played in contained the entire way.
He really has.
74-48 now, minute and a half to go in this one. Trojans starting their title defense tonight. Remember last year they win the state championship in a game that was played under tens of fans. There goes Pegues. He's up and gets this basket on a deep pass from Johnson. Minute 21 to go here, and this one is all but over. And it looks like Coach Brasher is going to go ahead and empty his bench. That is up, and it is good by Humble. Timeout for Brasher so he can sub, and that's going to bring in the subs, but out of the big hand. Listen to this ovation.
That's some proud fans for their players.
Indeed they are. We'll check the starters. You see for the first time, Ashton Bob, he's into the game now, as well is Tyler Edwards. Tyron Edwards is in the game. Jamal Farhat has made it into the game, and Tay Blackwell is now into the game. Also some subs in. You see Tyler Toll has made it in for Tyler Toll substituting in for Chalmette. And we're a minute 5 to go in this one. 26-point lead for the Trojans. This one has not been in doubt since about midway through that second quarter. The Trojans took over. Ball is to the near side, kicked back out to Farhad. He gets it around now to Edwards, back to Bob. Under a minute here, and the Trojan fans are waiting for this. Farhad controls over and back, and that's going to bring in the last one. There's Aiden Sharon. Sharon makes his way into the game, too. And a lot of shooters on the floor for these Trojans. These young guys, we've watched them, can really shoot the basketball.
Yes, sir. I thought we had a little tip ball there, but apparently not.
It's going to bring up the foul as going to the line is Donaldson. 32 will pick that up, and that is Farhat that'll get his first personal foul. Coming up again, we said at the end of the game, it is our Jason Hawk Farm Bureau Player of the Game. And, man, I'm telling you, just it's been the play of – lost my mind as well. Easley and Drakes have been the two that have combined and put the points up for there. Easley was leading the way at halftime. Look, he grabs the ball. Full timeout called as good. Yeah, they're not gonna use the timeout. They're gonna turn around and say, hey, let's play. He used the timeout just to save the possession on there. And so good thought process. So join us for 2 games on Tuesday night as long as Ouachita wins that. We'll post these on 446. So hit that button so you get notified for any time that we're going to go live. Again, in 30 seconds, we're going to get to talk to Coach Brasher. Chuck's going to hop up. We're going to hit the mic over to the headset over to Coach Brasher, and we'll talk to him about this. Pressure being applied to the near side, and there's a turnover by the Trojans. Chalmette has it up and really struggling to get this last 30 seconds out of the way.
Got that 2 in, going to be shooting for 1. A little and 1 coming up.
And that going to the basket is Victor Sims. Sims now in 76-52, 24-point lead. And this is a game that had ballooned up to 30, now down to 23, as the intensity by the Trojans has let up on there in the last couple of minutes. Bob has it. He gets it around to Sharon. Sharon will shoot it. And the bench is calling for it, but he gets pressured. Zings that one, but steps out of bounds as Aiden Sharon. Look, if he's got a little bit of a window, he'll fire that one up.
Not afraid to, is he?
No. He's been shooting, I think, since he was 2. As soon as he could walk, he was shooting a basketball. Had a basketball in his hands, I believe, before he could walk, but you can believe he was shooting the baskets early on in life and has been doing that for a while. Under 7 to go here. Trojans wrap this thing up. First round victory as that three-pointer is up and there, and that's going to do it. 76-53. We'll let them shake hands, and then we'll swap this over, and then we will name our Jason Hawk Farm Bureau Player of the Game. Coach Stockton, Coach Brasher hugging it up there, and good to see. Our first opportunity now post-game to talk to Coach Brasher, and we'll do that. And safe travels back to those Chalmette folks. They came a long way and put up a valiant effort, but it was too much ash throughout this one, and they are well on their way to defending, to working on round 2 here. That game will be Tuesday night. Tuesday night is when the round 2 matchup, just a matter of if it's here or if it's on the road. That depends on the Ouachita final score there. And we'll let Chuck go up and get Coach Brasher. Sitting here with a victorious Coach Lance Brasher. And Coach, one of the fears that you have is after a state championship or after any run is getting to the playoffs and having a letdown. There's no letdown tonight. Those Trojans showed some battle.
No, we showed some fight. I was really pleased with our first half effort. I think we gave up 18 points in the first half,
right,
which is really good. We try to keep teams under 50. We got a little sloppy in the third quarter, which has been our problem all year, but we were able to get out of the hole and extend it back up to 20, I think, or 19 going into the fourth. Some things we got to clean up moving on into the next round, but we'll take it.
The game got 40-30. You talked about that run that Chalmette made coming out of the half, but you guys go on a 27-6 run following that, amped up the pressure. It looked like the first couple of minutes of the first quarter and the first couple of minutes of the third quarter, the guys were just feeling it out. But, man, they turned it up right after that.
Yeah, they did. And we knew they were going to come out and make a run the first 4 minutes of the third quarter because their big kid was in foul trouble. They had another guard in foul trouble, so we knew they were going to come back more aggressive this time because they set most of the second quarter. But the guys handled it after we kind of went through a drought for about 2 or 3 minutes, and we were able to extend the lead.
The play of Drakes and Easley, the three-point shooting to start things off, man, y'all were firing on all cylinders too. I know that's got to make you happy. That goes as kind of cliche that you're great seeing the three-pointers fall, but, man, that's got to take a weight off of you.
Yeah. Well, when Rob shoots it, it can really shoot it. Mitch can really shoot it. Noah can really shoot it. Didn't shoot it well tonight, but he can normally shoot it pretty well. It spaces the defense out, and it allows driving lanes for us to go make plays because we got some good playmakers out there. But it's really going to start and end on the defensive end. I was really pleased with about 3.5 quarters of that. But in order to repeat and to make a run at this thing, we're going to have to do it for 4 quarters.
Well, indeed, Jordan, you did. That next stop Tuesday night, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Tuesday night it is, just waiting on the opponent.
Yes,
Coach
sir.
Lance Brasher, congratulations, and we'll talk to you again on Tuesday.
Right, thank you.
We appreciate Coach Brasher making his way over here. As always, these folks at Ash are phenomenal and welcoming. He's going to go get with his team now. We'll get over there and see the other Brasher too. There's his pop, David Brasher, just hanging out, and David hasn't made a lot of the games, so it's good to see him out over there as well. Chuck, now it's time for our Jason Hawk Farm Bureau of the Play. But let me get your thoughts on everything that went on tonight.
Well, I tell you what, it was 2 solid teams, 2 totally. I say totally different, but they were definitely had a lot of different disciplines showing up. And, you know, from that Crescent City area, you could see the discipline of that team and the rewards of the coach that's been there since 2006 and how he coaches his team. And they're just very disciplined. They have great hand control. I think it was really interesting to watch the the referees giving those the players a little bit of physicalness to play the game, and I think that goes to a credit for sure. I know Coach Brasher likes to go around and play teams either from the north, from the south, and just different areas. So not only does he get to see different play from different teams, but he also gets to see how the different refs call, and so it's really an attribute for his players to understand what's to come.
Indeed, it is. Going to be our players of the game tonight. So a big thanks out to Jason Hawk Farm Bureau for sponsoring that. Tuesday night we'll have our first ever dual broadcast. We will be right here, we believe, if Ouachita hangs on and wins that game, and we expect that to happen, to have a big District 2 5A matchup. Ouachita won that earlier game. They lost one due to COVID from earlier in the season, so this will just be the second matchup. But you know those Trojans are primed and ready to go. Come on out and watch that one. If you can't make it, we'll have it for you right here. Also, we'll have Menard and Houma Christian. My man Rich Dupree will be in calling that. He and Billy will make their way over to Menard to call that game. But that's going to wrap it up for us. For my man Daryl Brown, who has ran the camera tonight, we appreciate that. Chuck, you did a great job in here with us, too. Fantastic job of sitting in and calling your first basketball game, I guess.
I was kind of waiting for, with the Jason Hawk, that we were going to end up having to do a little rock, paper, scissors or something to find it. But I agree, both are very well deserving for that.
Yeah, indeed they are. Billy sitting at home with his daughter and her birthday party, and family always comes first. So we know Billy checked in a little bit and had this going on. Don't think that he didn't know what happened in here and it wasn't chomping at him to get here. But family comes first in anything that we're going to do. Catch LC football tomorrow on 104.3 The Bridge. That game, pregame, will be at 12:30. The battle for the Border Claw. It is Louisiana College and East Texas Baptist University. Rich Dupree and I will be in the booth with the call of that one. And my wife wakes me up at night. She tells me, "You're talking in your sleep again." I was like, "How do you know?" She says, "Because you're playing a game. You're describing a game." I was like, "Well, then indeed it is." That's going to wrap it up for us tonight, though. Guys, we thank God for allowing us to do what we do one more time. And God bless you all and good night. This is 446 Sports Presentation.